to stop, it is always too late.
Experience has demonstrated that vehicle inspection systems can significantly reduce vehicle greenhouse gas emissions as well as reduce road crashes. The inspection system could be implemented through a competitive tendering process for concession-operated vehicle inspection stations. Testing could start with public service and commercial vehicles in Banjul and expand it to the rest of the country, including private vehicles, once the functioning of the system is demonstrated. For QTV News, I am Julden Jai.
We hope that narrative changes. Now, the First Lady, Fatoumata Babaro, through her FAB Foundation and the Q Group on Monday, presented baby items and financial support to the families of the first, second and third babies born in 2024 at Farafenni General Hospital in the North Bank region. Our regional correspondent, Don Williams, has the rest of that.
The first baby of 2024 at Farafenni General Hospital was a boy born at 12 a.m. and the second baby, a girl, was born at 2:48 a.m., followed by a third and fourth babies respectively. As part of the decentralization process, the presentation to the newborns at the different regional hospitals were done by the regional governors on behalf of the First Lady. Abdullah Jame is the principal nursing officer at Farafenni General Hospital.
We meet here every new year to receive humanitarian gesture from the mother of the nation, Ajaratul Fatou Barbaro. Therefore, on behalf of the hospital, we really appreciated it and we are praying for her.
Lamin Serikan, governor of the North Bank region, highlighted some of the works of FAB in the region.
This is not the only thing they do. I have presided over the inauguration of many boreholes in this region, and all of them were sponsored by the FAB Foundation.
Alaji K. Bai, representative of the FAB Foundation, commended the nurses for their hard work. Tijan Gay of Q Group Foundation underscores the significant efforts of FAB and the Q Group Foundation in their humanitarian work.
Q Group belongs to the Gambian people. That's why we say Sunyu Boss. That's why whatever Q Group have remains in the Gambia. And the Q Group is committed to helping women and children. Women contribute to the development of the country, and children are the future, so they need support for a better future.
Biran Salah, representing the father of the first baby, spoke on behalf of other beneficiaries.
I would like to thank everyone, including stakeholders, the nurses, community members. This humanitarian gesture happens here every year. I would like to thank FAB and the Q Group. I am very happy.
The event was also witnessed by Chief of Upper Badibu, Alhaji Mustafa Diba, and community members. Don Williams, QTV News, Farafenni.
Now, congratulations to the parents. In a colorful ceremony, nearly 100 boys underwent male circumcision in Yalalba, North Bank region, were joyfully reunited with their families. The event was attended by Usman Ba, the Minister for Communication and Digital Economy. More in this report by Elena E. Ikwenyiba.
Yalalba, situated in the North Bank region of the Gambia, has long upheld the tradition of male circumcision as an integral part of its cultural heritage. The 97 boys who spent weeks in the bush to be imparted with values such as discipline, responsibility and respect for the elderly. Usman Ba, Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, expressed delight in the village's commitment to preserving the Fulani tradition through male circumcision, emphasizing its significance.
This kind of occasion is to show the young kids where their adulthood starts, becoming an adult, and to show what does it mean when you spend 2 weeks or 1 week in what we call in our language sukere, and also to show the tradition of the Fulani culture when it comes to this what we call sukere.
Moduba, another native, explained the cultural concept of samayol, a clay pot placed on top of tall wooden pole. He narrated how village elders imparted wisdom to the youth during the circumcision rites.
This younger generation don't know what Samael is. So we had to go there together, singing some songs that means a lot, and then talking about that Samael. From there, we went around the village, coming back, because these women have to prepare some food, sort of. We knocked different doors from all those parents who took their children to the circumcision, knocking at their doors, looking for that food and then some cash. Some will give in kind.
Gataba, who circumcised the children, underscored the importance of upholding traditions and beliefs, explaining how the ceremony promotes unity and togetherness in the community.
We must honor our tradition as we find our identity in them. As you have observed, from the moment the children took their seats, not a single one has got up. All of them displayed composure, reflecting discipline we have instilled in them. This serves to foster unity and a sense of shared identity among them, promoting compassion as they recognize their common origins and connection to the country.
The Alcalo of Yalalba highlighted the cultural and religious significance of male circumcision and its alignment with Islam.
Dañ nandal suñ xale yi loolu sunna la ci Islam.
We circumcise our children as it is sunnah in Islam. This involves the act of circumcising the child, removing blood from them. While practiced in Islamic principles, this practice also holds significance in our broader tradition and culture.
Honorable Alaji Babu Sise, National Assembly member for Sabat Sanjal, hailed circumcision rituals as the best school for the children.
So this is where you learn so many things, which includes the social activities, the social life of the people living in this area, respect for human beings and respect for elders. This is a place where you have the opportunity to learn and practice the cultural life of the people living in this area.
The Communications and Digital Economy Minister encouraged people not to abandon their culture.
So you always remember where you come from, no matter how good or enjoyable or luxurious place you are in the world, always remember where you come from.
The circumcision ceremony is anticipated to leave an undeniable mark on the lives and future of these young boys. The community, enveloped in joyful music and dance, warmly welcomes these boys into manhood, prepared to carry forth the traditions that define their cultural identity. Reporting for QTV News, I am Lena Igwenyiba.
Interesting. From that story, we'll go for a short commercial break, and when we come back, we have national and international news stories. Do stay with us.
For all your electronic cooking utensil needs, worry no more. Deka Killer Jongoma Kitchen is the solution. Deka Killer brings modern, efficient and affordable cooking materials such as gas cookers, heaters, coffee machines, fridges, ceiling and stand fans, among other valuable home and restaurant materials. Located at Serekunda Bambo opposite Sanchaba Garas, Deka Killer is making fun life easier by offering you guaranteed and cost-effective electronic cooking materials. You can contact us on 348-2307 or 728-5372. We are also on Facebook, Deka Killer The Gambia. Email dekakillergambia@gmail.com. Deka Killer Jongoma Kitchen is the solution for all your home appliances and electronic cooking utensil needs. Roast now, Deka Killer making fun life easier. Deka Killer, everything for cooking. Deka Killer is the right place to be.
Christmas and Happy New Year from the board, management, and staff of Social Security and Housing Finance Corporation.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. If you're just tuning in, you're watching QTV News, and I am Jenna Basonko. Tapital Pulagumo, Gambia, on Saturday held its extraordinary congress at Mansa Konko in the Lower River region to select a new executive to steer the affairs of the association for the next 4 years. Our regional correspondent, Bakari Balde, attended the event, and this is his report.
Capital Fulagu, Gambia aims to bring Fullers together to promote and teach the Fulani cultural values and language, foster socio-economic development, and promote education among other social issues. This event brought together members from the Gambia and sub-region to also discuss the association's achievements, challenges, and plans. Sey Humbalo, President Barrow's political advisor, and Sidi Laminba, the governor of LRR, outlined the significance of such gatherings.
The entire Fula community here and those outside the country should know that we should not hate one another. Let us unite and let go of any grievances. We are the same people. My uncle Sidi Dem and Mamadou Galef contributed a lot to the unity of the association. I am very happy. My expectations here are that when we live here, everyone should be happy. Everyone should go with the voice of Tabital Pulago. So let us be united and work hard.
Sidi Dem, president of Tabital Pulago, Gambia, while calling for unity, advocates the involvement of the youths in the association and thank those who have helped the association since its establishment.
We endeavor to stand for the Fulani community, and we also promise to honor the community, unite, and take ownership of the association. So let us do our best so that people can know that we have tried. And we can only do that by taking ownership and leadership of Tabital Pulago, which will to an extent bring peace and development to the country.
Dr. Abdouba from Senegal is the secretary in charge of language development for Tabital Pulago International.
No language will survive if two things are missing. Language should be seen and language should be heard. A language can be seen if it is written either in books, journals, on the walls, or the hospitals or shops. Wherever it is written, people can see it. Then people will then know that this is a language, the Fula language.
Keba Dem, the Deputy Secretary General of the association, spoke about what next for the new executive.
I am very sure now we will achieve a lot because we have become one, and then too many heads are better than one. So now we have so many people who are resourced one way or the other. So if we work as a team, I know we will achieve some of these objectives that we have set for ourselves.
Tabital Fulago in the Fulani language means strengthening and solidifying the Fulani language, culture, and traditions. The event featured the exhibition of Pular books, followed by the election of a new executive, witnessed by some Mansa Konko IEC officials and delegates from Tabital Pulago International. All the elected positions were returned unopposed, with Sidi Dem and his executive being given a second 4-year mandate. Bakari Balde, QTV News.
Congratulations to the members. Now let's take a look at news beyond our borders. The Sierra Leone government has charged Ernest Bai Koroma, former president, and others, including his former bodyguard, with treason following a failed coup attempt a month ago. QTV's Mamadou Lamin Choi has been monitoring developments on the story.
On Tuesday, authorities in Sierra Leone announced that 12 people who were alleged to have been involved in a coup attempt in November last year have been charged. A press release from the Sierra Leone Ministry of Information names Amadou Koita, former President Ernest Bai Koroma's bodyguard, and 11 others including ex-police and prison officers in the list of those being charged for treason. In the following day, on Wednesday afternoon, a statement from Sierra Leone's Ministry of Information reveals that former President Ernest Bai Koroma has been formally charged with 4 offenses, including treason, misprision of treason, and 2 counts of harboring. The indictment is in connection to his alleged involvement to overthrow the government of Sierra Leone. Koroma, who had condemned the attack, had been named a suspect, placed under house arrest, and subject to police investigation. Earlier this week, his lawyers told journalists that no evidence had been found linking former President Koroma to the coup attempt after 3 appearances at the Police Criminal Investigations Department. Also named in the list of wanted suspects is the former president's daughter. The 12 other accused are charged with similar offenses related to treason. By Mahmoud Bangora, a former youth minister under former President Ernest Bai Koroma, is also reported to be among those indicted on Tuesday. The official statement further states that other suspects are expected to be charged in the coming days. 11 of the 12 accused were arraigned before a judge in the capital of Freetown, and the case was adjourned to the 9th of this month. Those indicted are part of a list of 85 people who were arrested in connection with the events of November 26, when gunmen attacked military barracks, a prison, and other locations in Freetown. In the process, the gunmen killed more than 20 and freed more than 2,000 inmates, according to reports. Reports indicate that most of the arrested suspects in the alleged coup attempt are former President Koroma's former associates. In the wake of the November coup attempt, the international community condemned the attack on government institutions in Sierra Leone in response to fear of instability in the country. In the wake of the November alleged coup attempt, the international community condemned the November attack on government institutions in Sierra Leone. In response to fear of instability in the country, the ECOWAS Commission sent a delegation to Sierra Leone and expressed a readiness to support the country's national security, which includes deploying a standby force if need be. In another development on the same subject, QTV has seen a letter addressed to current president of Sierra Leone from the ECOWAS Commission, which we are unable to independently verify. The letter dated 2nd January states that as part of the agreement reached during the Commission's mission to Freetown, the government of Nigeria has offered to host Ernest Bai Koroma in Abuja on temporary basis, which the former president has accepted. That subject to President Bio's approval, arrangements have been made to fly former President Koroma on Thursday, 4th of January, to Nigeria. This letter appears to be a follow-up on agreed arrangements for the relocation of the former president between the ECOWAS delegation and Sierra Leone government. In the letter, ECOWAS seek a confirmation from President Bio the following arrangements: that Bio's government discontinue legal and administrative procedures against former President Koroma, continue to disburse to him his benefits as former president, secure his residence across Sierra Leone, and consider refunding medical and travel expenses he had incurred. The alleged coup attempt came after a presidential election in Sierra Leone in June last year, which saw current President Julius Maada Bio re-elected, having secured just over 56% of the vote. However, the polls have been criticized by both international observers and the opposition, who condemned inconsistencies and a lack of transparency in vote counting, as well as acts of violence and intimidation. Mahmoud Lamin Choi, QTV News.
We will update you on that development accordingly. Now, before we leave, let's recap our main headlines. The Gambia is ranked 8th in the road fatality in the world and 4th in Africa, according to the latest World Bank report on the infrastructure assessment study on the country's transport sector. The First Lady's Foundation FAB and the Q Group on Monday presented baby items and financial support to the families of the firstborn babies in 2024 at Farafenni General Hospital in the North Bank region. Nearly 100 boys who underwent male circumcision in Yalalba, North Bank region, have been reunited with their families in a colorful ceremony. Tabital Pulagumo Gambia on Saturday held its extraordinary Congress at Mansa Konko in the Rowo River region to select new executive members. In international news, the Sierra Leone government has charged Ernest Bai Koroma, former president, on orders following a failed coup attempt a month ago. Well, that is all we have for you in this edition of QTV News. Join us at 10 p.m. for another bulletin, but do not forget to tune in at 9 p.m. for an interesting episode of Youth Dialogue. Thank you so much for watching.